hard for a long time and went across continents and pursued lots of weird pursuits, looking for one. Sometimes I'd do something just because I thought there might be a teacher like hidden in the pursuit. I didn't actually care about the thing I was doing. And then I gave up and decided to pursue writing, which is what I actually wanted to pursue, but I thought I'm never going to find a teacher now. And then I did. And his name was David Reward.
Thank you.
This first poem is for the members of The Last Supper, to whom I owe most of my good poems. December 4th, 2009. Thank you, unimaginative and sometimes downright stupid person, for writing your marginalia in pencil, so that I may spend this plane ride erasing it as I read. Pinned by chair back and tray table, I'm trying to replant the poems like bulbs into soil a dog has pawed through. Thank you for keeping me from wondering too seriously with whom I will next fall in love. Thanks for preventing me from making the inside front plate of my face go black with what's wrong. No, I restore this book with the precise pleasure of a pothead busy organizing his library by spine color, which aesthetic innovation he will show the girl who comes over to get stoned, to lie soft and fuzzy in his bed, perfect there, because she's practiced her whole life to belong in sweaters, bed covers. The seat in front reclines, pushing the book closer. To the people I have lied to, reads the dedication, under which you, sweet stranger, in your only moment of sarcasm, as far as I can tell, have written, great. Indeed. I'm flying over the cities of America, islands of light and garbage in our dark plain, content like on my bike in the wind when I rode to the cold sea through gray skies, straw-colored grasses, mirror puddles reflecting the house in front of which a child and father stood still. Only after I had passed them did I come upon the huge bubbles they must have been blowing, big as my bike tires or the circumference of my arms, bubbles floating ahead of me in the fog, not broken yet, drifting down the road. And right then, I had no will to do anything but bask, no urge to write or be kissed, no will to be great, no worry, and I knew I was happy then, as I am now, to be with you. Here's a Chicago poem for Caroline, from the city I love. Wolves on the platform. Chicago, patron saint of my getting it together. Sometimes headspace just changes. I wake up, cupping my hands over my heart. Over me, the L grinds by, and the gulls return to their alley trash, which they prefer to fish. Honest gulls. Sleep lines won't crease their faces from lying in bed awake. They can't be heavy enough if they try. A condo's worth of people knows that fact and also these, that sun makes them happy, that they claim membership in some portion of guilt all the time. These people place their figures before window glass, wanting something, wanting more to shine from their single box of light onto the next train that passes. The brain has habits too, strangers it don't speak with, even parts it won't look at when they rattle by. Returning to the city once, my friend heard the Blue Line conductor clearly announce, "There are wolves on the platform at Montrose." But his metal car clanked by the old collage of plank, face, foot, wire, then blur. And who is to blame for that? This next poem actually is about somebody who looks very much like a vampire. And actually, most of the time acts like a vampire too. Pale, untrustworthy, vaguely evil. Jeffrey D. Lee changes his signature again and takes the last donut. You enjoy the wine more when it's expensive, but it's breakfast, so you can't have any. Finish your Fruit Loops and stop thinking about what might have been. Fish out that wedding ring where you've lodged it just to see in the drain. I know you. If it washes away, it won't be your fault. If its little circle gets sucked into the drain's big maw, you're free. It's meant to be. You can return to romancing your potential and munching on future success. Get that puck out of the net and move. You've got a lot to contend with. You got your neck tattoos, you got your night sweats, you got your facial tics, your monkey's fists, and there you are, standing in your moccasin slippers with your stupid Hawaiian shirt and your chewed-on cigarette and your superior air. I'm turning off the camera. Okay. Brunch. Summer's a mirage, then an oasis, then gone like ice. Another necklace of hungover mornings clasps at Sunday when brunch is obligatory and the time sits on the table like a pile of rubble. I skip it and move towards the more comforting mimosas as the day is too heavy to lift from the pool and everyone's humid arms hang slack. At this ex-boyfriend brunch, emotions exchanged for quarters could keep you in slot fodder for a long time. Indeed, do your laundry for decades. My ex has much more hair on his chest than when we were 22, and he had exactly 12 hairs. He likes showing me this, or showing his girlfriend, who charms in a modest way I hate. No plates are dashed to the floor. A breeze couldn't ruffle the trees in the courtyard. We are anticlimactic adults now. So I wait until they leave, keep drinking afterward, priestess of watching the street, regretting grown-up status, regretting the future on the horizon as calm as a fat pontoon, no broken glass on deck. Wish I'd punched her in the face. Or better him. Or better, turned my plate of eggs onto my head, so as the yellow curds rolled down my face and neck, I could have said, serene, do please come back again. Alright, 2 more. This poem that I'm about to read is actually a bench warmer, but then David referenced it in his intro, so I thought, better let the boy have a chance to play. Careers get made. This is called Some Secrets. I still believe there's got to be something on the other side of everything. When I ran over the cord of my family's electric lawnmower with its own blades, I did it on purpose. Just to see what would happen. But they don't know that, actually. My parents. When I ran over the cord of my family's electric lawnmower with its own blades, I did it on purpose, just to see what would happen, and if it might be the way to land in someone else's life after the cord shattered and sparked itself across the yard. I tacked sheets over the sailboat wallpaper when I lived in Annapolis because everything was so nautical I practically couldn't breathe. Knots everywhere, hush puppies everywhere, midshipmen everywhere, anchors on the gravestones. A child's grave stopped me once, pill-ridden in 4 a.m. bullshit. It was fresh dirt. I'll never be true. I'll never abandon you. Time is the only problem, and it doesn't even exist. But how else can we soften the blow of a finite number of heartbeats, one less, one less, one less, ticking in the soft part of your wrist? And finally, because I've been very happy here these 3 years, I'll read happiness. Happiness. Sometimes, like a bird I have maimed to keep close, it eats from my